with MailChimp's marketing.
Hello, welcome everyone, to another edition on the Inside View. I'm so thrilled today to welcome my very own UK-based, I would say US-based Gospel Artist of the Year. And this lady has done extremely well for herself, that I think we should all listen to her and support her. So we just want to give her the UK welcome. And, we all join forces with the US, and just wish our beautiful sister a big pat, on the back. So, tonight on the Inside View, I have with me, Millicent Yankey. Millicent Yankey, is the US Based Gospel Artist of the Year. And she's won so many awards this year. She's, I would say, blown us away. I would say she's really worked hard. And, just to mention a few, she is the US Based Artist of the Year. And she also won the US Based Gospel Song of the Year, Most Popular US Based Artist of the Year, US Based Female Vocalist of the Year, US Based Music Video of the Year, and US Based Female Artist of the Year. And I think the last one, I'll just leave her for her to say it herself, because that one is so mega. So mega, Millicent, I'm not going to, I would say, I wouldn't take too much of your time. So welcome to the Inside View.
Thank you.
Viewers, yes, her name is Millicent Yankey. So Millicent, we've heard your songs. Your songs are doing extremely well, both in the UK, in America, and also in Ghana. We all know you to be called Millie. So could you please tell viewers who you are? Who is Millicent? Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I want to say a big thank you to your viewers too. God bless you all. My name is Millicent Yankey. I'm a gospel minister and also a praise and worship leader in my church. I'm from Western region in Zema. That's all I want to say.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So, what was your childhood like, in the Western region? Or Um, would you say you grew up maybe in another place apart from the Western region? And if so, what was your childhood like? As I would say, growing up as a child, how was it like?
Um, yeah, Western region. I would say Western region. But it wasn't easy, but my grandmom made it easy for me. Grandmoms, you have to go to church. If you don't want to go to church, you say, okay, you're not going to eat tonight. You have to be in
Okay.
church. You have to go to school and all those things. Being with grandmoms are a whole lot of things, but that has really helped me. That's all I can say.
Okay. So did you face any challenges, as a child? Did you have any, problems, in terms of, um, your childhood, where maybe you have to struggle to get, the basic, you know, um, amenities, like in life, let's say, like a roof over your head, maybe water, I would say, I have to walk miles to go to school, like, do you have any, I would say challenges at all? Did you face any challenges at all?
No, I'm not from a rich background when I was a little girl, but I didn't face that. No, that's all I can say. I didn't face that
Okay.
because.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So what family did you grow up, up with, and how did that shape who you are?
You said what?
What family did you grow up with, and how did that shape who you are today?
Oh, the Yankee family. Yeah, as I was saying earlier on, my grandmom was part of the choir, and then I'm a good Christian
Good.
because yes, I'm a Christian from Roman Catholic Church, but now I'm in Life Chapel. So
Okay.
what she did was, you have to go to church, you have to read your Bible, you have to do this. Everything is about God, God, God. And it got to a point I was tired. I'm like, man, so do we have to read our Bible every day? Do we have to go to church every Sunday? You can't even skip church. And especially at Christmas time, like, she would tell you, okay, if you don't want to go to church, I'm not buying you a Christmas dress. So, as
Oh
a
wow.
little girl, we we have to go to church every Sunday, choir rehearsals. I used to be a shy person, but my grandma really pushed me hard. She said, you know what? If I'm singing in the choir, you have to be in the choir. So this is
Okay.
a woman that will wake up. She will wake us up like in the morning around like 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. We have to pray. So, like, praying at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., man, that wasn't my thing. Just allow me to rest. But she won't allow you to rest. She'll make sure that you pray around that time, because around that time, that's when she wake everybody up to pray. And then also read, just give her one Bible verse, even if you don't know, you have to say something.
Hmm.
So my grandmom really, really supported me. She really, really pushed me because my parents were not here, were not in Ghana. So she's the
Okay.
one who raised me up. So she
Okay.
played a lot
Okay.
of
So did you
roles
have
in my
any?
life. Yeah.
Okay. Did you have any friends, in school? I mean, how was your
Yeah, I had friends in school, but my grandmom is somebody that she'll be watching your friends, the kind of friends that you move with,
mhm,
the kind of friends that you talk to. Because there's a saying that best of the same feathers what.
flock together? Yeah,
Yes.
flock together.
So she will make sure that if that friend that you have or that friend that you introduce to her doesn't go to church, no, you can be her friend, or you can be his friend. She has to make sure that you have a good friend, somebody that will lead you to Christ, somebody
Hmm.
that will teach you and all those things. So it was a little bit challenging. I wanted to do what people were doing outside there, but oh, mommy chance to cry. No.
Oh,
So
okay.
mhm.
So what do you say to grandma? Grandma, thank you so much. I mean, if you're alive,
I know
thank you so
she's
much,
there.
grandma. I mean, good. um, you know, where did your music journey start? Or should I say, what really, um, like I could tell that you had a strong Christian background. I mean, based on what your grandmother actually introduced you into, at a very, very young age. But then what made you, go into this music ministry? Or what was the turning point that made you go into music ministry? Or
Okay.
should I say gospel, ministry? Because, we've got, like different, kinds of music. So, but then yours is gospel, isn't it? So
Yeah.
what was the turning point? Or what made you decide to go into gospel ministry? What made you?
So I started singing when I was a little girl, when I was 7 years old. That was when I really, really started singing. But I really got into it like 5 to 6 years ago. So when I was about to travel to the United States, I was facing a whole lot of problems. There was a whole lot of challenges and problems all over. So what I decided to do, initially, I didn't want to be a gospel singer.
Okay.
People were saying, "Oh, your height, dear, you need to go to like army, police, or all this." So in my mind, no, what I said to my grandmom was, and my grandpa was, when I grow old, I'll be a soldier or like a police or something. So my grandpa told me that, you know what, I'm not going to allow you to do that. Then when I changed my mind and I said I want to be an actress, and then my dad too said, no, I won't allow you to do that because there's a lot of things going on in that movie industry. So I don't want you to do that. I'm like, okay, so I want to do this. My grandma, my grandpa said, no, I want to do this. My dad to say no. So what do you guys want me to do? So I decided to wait and see what will happen as I was growing up. So when I was coming to the United States, as I said earlier on, I went to the embassy. I got refused like 4 times. And then it got to a point, the lady told me that, okay, I'm giving you a last chance. If you come the next time with the same documents, better paper anymore. I'm like, what is really going on? Because my mom filed for my 2 siblings. We were 3. Yeah, 3, and I see a free Ghana ever. So the same mother, the same father. How come mine was different? So there was something like, there was something going on that
Okay.
So one day my uncle called me and said, I saw you singing, and then through your ministration, there were people coming out from north, south, people were just coming inside. And it was not just normal people coming inside, but like the sick. And as soon as they get inside, they are healed and all this. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do anything I don't want to sing. I'm not a musician. I don't want to sing. Even though I used to sing when I was a little girl, but music wasn't my thing. Okay. So when the lady told me, okay, if you come back the next day with the same thing, I'm like, okay, let me just give it a try. So my uncle told me that I saw you singing, and then after the singing, you went outside to give the clothes in Tarena Meshaya, the minister, to the poor. So after you go to church and do all those things, make sure that you give a Tarena out to the poor and the needy. So what I did was, after the ministration, I went to church and told the pastor, I want to sing. I want to give a testimony. So everybody was thinking that, oh, okay, so finally she got her visa. Finally, everything is okay. But things were not okay. I was just following what my uncle told me. So what happened was, after singing in church, I decided to go around to look for Shesomame and all those people standing outside, the beggars, to give out the clothes. And then I went to Kaneshi. I couldn't find anybody. I went to Kasua, Medina, La Paz. That day, no Bia and Bejuma. So I went back home and I was just thinking, like, I have to do this because in 3 days' time, I'll be going back to the embassy. So I have to do this. So what happened was, so when I got to Kaneshi First Light, I saw this old lady. She's 65, 70 years old. I told the taxi driver, I said, let me give the clothes to the lady. So once I was giving the clothes out to the lady, I knew myself that this lady can't wear the clothes because she's 65. And at that time, I was a young girl. But I'm just following what my uncle told me, the direction. So I just gave it up. And then I went home. So when I went home, in 3 days' time, I went to the embassy. The same lady was there. And she didn't even ask me anything. She just took the passport and all this stamp in it. Boom. I'm like, okay, ma'am, you asked me to bring this.
Hallelujah.
You didn't even ask for it today. She said, oh, don't worry, that's okay. Everything is okay. And all this
It's
stamp in it,
amazing.
boom with the mommy.
It's
So when I go
amazing.
home, I'm like, truly God's ways are not our ways. His thoughts
Yes.
are not our thoughts.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I wanted to be a soldier or a police officer or whatever, or an actress. But God wanted me to do something else. God wanted me to work for him. God wanted me to sing. And through my music, I'll win shows for him. So that is when I started singing. So when I came back to the States, I said, okay, if this is what God wants me to do, then I will do it. But when I came back to the States 2 years later, things were a little bit tough. It got to a point I even wanted to end up my life. And then I even forgot about the music thing. So I went to Life Chapel, and then my bishop saw me and he saw what was inside me. He said, Millie, I need to push you. You need to bring this thing out. Forget about whatever that is going on in your life. Forget about what you are facing right now. You need to start singing. You need to do this. If God wants you to do this, you have to do it. Because I was a little bit shy person. So, and then what I was going through at that time, music was not like, you know, as soon as I go here, I'm so sorry, like, so I totally forget about the promise and everything that I said to God that, okay, God, I'm going to sing, to glorify your name, sing, to do whatever you want. I'm going to do whatever you want me to do. So by the help of God and my bishop, Bishop Prince Emmanuel Tete and Bishop E. Moses Eshon, that was when I really took music serious. Yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So, you know, I mean, based on what you're saying, it means that, you know, miracles, you know, still happen.
Yeah.
You know, God is still in the business of, you know, of still performing miracles. And that's a very, very good story. Yeah. And anybody watching now, you know, I would say anybody watching us, you know, still hold on to God, because God is still in the business, you know, of performing miracles. And he hasn't forgotten about you. He will surely come to the point, you know, come to the point of your needs at the right time, You know, Millie, you've done extremely well. I mean, over the years, and you know, many a times it's like when we travel, you know, abroad, we think, I mean, it's so easy. We think, oh, okay, you know, as soon as I come, you know, I can quickly, you know, get to the studio, you know, work, or I can quickly, you know, buy a house or a car, or whatever. And many a times we don't think about the difficulties in the system. And even if we do, sometimes we don't even understand how it is, especially when you're back home, until you get here. In your case, your parents were here, you know, like in America. So, you know, like one would say, you know, at least things were not that too bad, you know, as compared to somebody who just coming with no family member here. What do you say to people back home who think it's so easy? As soon as you get here, you know, things, you know, should just work in your favor. You know, like you should easily get a job. And even when you get a job, you know, things should just go so smoothly. I mean, what do you tell people actually watching, especially those back home watching us now? Because I know we've got a lot of people on the line watching you. I mean, the challenges that we face, you know, even before we can even get, let's say, $100 or even £100. What are some of the challenges that you faced?
As you were saying earlier on, like, because my parents was here, so things were a little bit easier. Things were not easier. That's what I can say. Even in Ghana, before I came here, it got to a point I have to sell medicine in a car. It got to a point I have to walk from Kaneshi to La Paz to go and sell medicine. If you're in Ghana, you know, some no ton draw or car moon, no nante ton draw for like a croc. I've been there before, you know. So when I got here, and then all those challenges were coming again, I was a little bit down. As I said earlier on, I wanted to end up my life, but at the same time, a man of God called me, Bishop Prince called me and said, Millie, don't give up. Do not give up. Keep pushing. Keep pushing until you see that wherever you want to reach, in where Drew Honor. So don't give up. Here is not easy. People will see me out there with nice pictures out there, nice video out there, like beautiful things out there, going like outreach, giving out clothes, food and stuff, books to the poor. It's not easy. What I have to go through here, I don't want to talk about it, but
yeah, I understand because
because of what I want to do, Monday to Sunday, sometimes I have to work.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Okay, that's fantastic. What? Just wait a minute. Hold it a minute, Millie. Hold it a minute. I think the sound is gone. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Ooh. Is it better now? Can you hear me? Hi, Millie, can you hear me? Okay. 1 minute. 1 minute. Elaine? Hi, Millie, can you hear me? Millie, can you hear me? I think your microphone is muted. Because people are saying they can only hear me, they can't hear you. That's a bit strange. Because you can hear me and sorry viewers. Let me just because they're saying no, your mic is working, but hers is muted. I think let's play her music. And so sorry about the viewers, but it will be sorted shortly. Everybody's saying okay. Everybody's saying no, we can hear you, but we can't hear Millie. Ooh. The devil is a liar, because when you're sharing such a powerful testimony like this and it's just gone. Sir Isaac, sorry about that. We are still working on the sound. Let's see if we can. Yeah. Hi, Millie. Millicent. Hello. Hi, Millie. Okay, just leave and rejoin again, please. Leave and okay. Okay, so join again. Yeah, okay. So sorry, viewers. Thank you so much for your patience. And we just want her to come back again, and hopefully we'll continue with our discussion. It's been so wonderful so far. Okay, yeah, Millicent is here. Oh, hi, Millicent.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, this is better now. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This is better. Thank you. Okay, good. Good to have you again. Good to have you again. I'm sorry, viewers. We apologize for this technical issue, and we are back, live again. So, Millicent, I do apologize for this technical issue. It happens all the time, but I hope you understand. So we'll take it from there. You were talking, to us about how, your gospel, music journey started, and the challenges that you've been through and everything, and how you used to sell, I'll say in the trotro and everywhere, in Ghana. I mean, and then clearly we could tell that life hasn't dealt well with you, but we thank God for His grace. Who have been your biggest influences in life and also in your music, career? Because, we see you doing a lot of collaborations. So who have been, because obviously, it's more than one. So who have been, your biggest influences in your life and also in your music career?
I think I would say one is my grandmom, and then my Bishop Emo Session, Bishop Prince Emmanuel Tete, and then my Lady Rev, and then also my boss Sir Isaac, Hypes Media.
Good. So, thank you so much, Sir Isaac, and we also want to say, a big thank you to your grandma, because we can tell that your grandma has really played a very good role in your life. So, we will say a very, very big thank you to them. And also, we see most of your songs about grace. I mean, we can tell clearly that it's purely by the grace and mercies of God. And what is the story? Because we've seen, like several tracks that you've played. I'll say Hwan Koraa we have From Grass to Grace, and we have the other one. Just talk us through, all your music. What really inspires you to write all these amazing songs? What is the inspiration, or like, who gives you the kind of inspiration, or like what really goes through your mind when you're writing all these songs?
So actually, Hwan Koraa, my bishop in the church, Hwan Koraa was written by my bishop.
Okay.
When you read the Bible in Romans chapter 8, verse 31, it says, if God be for you, who can be against you? What shall I say to this? If God be for you, who can be against you? Hwan Koraa, so radio wa fan, Hwan Koraa put a bit mini way. Even though my bishop wrote this song, but this song has really helped a lot of people, and even myself. I remember going to Ghana to release this song. I was going through a whole lot of challenges. I was going through a whole lot of things. And then I called my bishop, and then I was telling him, Daddy, this is what is going on. He said, wow, you forgot Hwan Koraa. You're going to Ghana to promote this song. And then you're going through these challenges and you're giving up. So when you go out there, what are you going to tell people? What are you going to tell people out there, those that you're going through problems, those that they think all hope is gone? What are you going to tell them? The song says, if God be for, there be how beba, there be a mania beba, there be ohia beba, there be a hunchre beba, and so radu wa fan, ubedin kunim. We have been through a whole lot of things. Like, let's say last year, for instance, this COVID things, people have lost their job. Even marriages crumple egu. People finances cry basa basa. But nyame wo ya fan ye bedi nkunim.
Amen.
The Bible says many are the thoughts and many are the plans of the enemy, but God deliver us from it all. That's Hwan Koraa. If God be for you, there's nobody who can be against you. And then when I talk of grass to grace, as I was saying earlier on, grass to grace is my life. Because when I think of where I was and where I am today, is by the grace of God. Me going up there, Ghana, throws, telling all those things. Like, woman of God, when I went to Ghana last 2 months, I saw my friend that I used to do the same business with. She's still doing it. She still sells stuff in cars. She still work from Kaneshi to Medina, Kaneshi to Nima to do all those things that we used to do in Ghana.
Wow.
And then I'm asking myself, okay, God, what is so special about me? What is so good about me that you picked me from the floor and placed me on the top? What is so special about me?
Wow. Wow.
A draw seller. And then now, gospel musician, gospel artist of the year, blah, blah, blah. And like, when I think about the goodness of God, when I think about what God has done, I give him all the glory all the time. That's where you grass to grace. Because I remember being in Ghana, all those names, by God's grace, I'm here. Even though when I got here, things were still not easy. But God's grace, things are moving on. God's grace, things are good. So that's grass to grace. Grass to grace is my life. It got to a point I even have to beg for money.
Wow.
And then the same lady or the same young woman is here that are now giving out money, giving out food, giving out clothes. And yes, I may can't say be like me niama say na me you, but I'm just saying it that you don't even know what God has for you.
Yeah.
If God has done it for me today, he will do it for you too. So do not give up. All that you need to do is keep seeking the face of God and pray more, and he will come through.
Wow, that's so profound, because you don't look like what you've been through. You know what I mean? So it's like you're wearing your scars very boldly. You know what I mean? You're not shy to tell your story as it is. And that's amazing. You know what I mean? That's so amazing. And I would say, we all have stories. We all have, our challenges. But, you just have to own who you are. And that's it. I mean, we just leave the rest to God. How many albums do you have to your credit at the moment? Or should I say how many
So
songs do you
I
have?
have 5 now. And
5.
then
Okay, could you mention?
Nyame Ka Me Ho,
Mm-hmm.
Grass to Grace, Great is
That's
Our
the
God,
ones. Mm-hmm.
and then Hwan Koraa, and then Nobody Like You, Lord.
Okay, so have you received any testimonies or like any testimonials? And if so, do you mind sharing some with us?
Yeah, I've received a lot of testimony
Mm-hmm.
from even Hwan Koraa. I remember last 2 years when I went to Ghana, there was a lot of testimonies from here and there. If God be for you, who can be against you? I had a friend, and even not a friend. Anytime we go to church, anytime I go to church to minister, somebody will call me, "Oh, woman of God, oh my goodness, I listened to your song." I remember one time I was down, and then I saw Adum TV playing your song. Oh my goodness. And finally seeing you is a blessing. Thank you so much. You don't know what you have done. You don't know what your song has done. Like, a lot of testimony. And then also Nyame Ka Me Ho.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I released that song, there was a friend of mine who was going through a problem, like marital problem, and then it got to a point she wanted to divorce the husband, blah blah blah, and a whole lot of problems left and right. And then I told her, don't give up. Don't leave that man to that lady. Don't give up. All that you need to do is to pray. Shouting, fighting, and doing all those things, it won't help. All that you need to do is to pray. So I sent her the song, and then that's what she play all the time, like I want to come morning, afternoon. And then I have friends here, they call me every day. That's what I used to that's the song that I pray in my car every morning when I'm going to work. Maseti Adeni dia to me come to say, like, every morning be I no. Like, the testimony is coming from left and right. And one woman of God, I don't just wake up and say, okay, because the year is about to end, so I want to release a song. No. If God asks me to release the song, I'll release it. Okay. So I listen to the voice of God before I release the song. So anytime that the song comes out, there's a lot of testimony and blessings.
Amazing. We've seen you doing a lot of collaborations with the, big names like KODA. We have MOG, and we have our own dear father, Elder Dr. Kwasi Mireku. Do you have any special reasons for doing these collaborations? I mean, somebody would just ask, a young artist, up and coming artist. I mean, why do you, want to, share your stage or share, all these songs with these big names? Because like already they've made their names already. You know what I mean? So, what is the reason, or what is your motivation behind your collaborations with all these, big artists?
I would say it's by the grace of God and the favor of God. Okay. Because God
do you struggle?
Yeah, come again, please.
Do you struggle to, strike any deals with these, big names? Or, I mean, for you, it's just okay.
So no, I remember my first time, Great is Our God. So my bishop introduced me to KODA. Then I went to Ghana to do the song with him. But initially, my plan was to do the song by myself, not KODA featuring me in the song. So when I came back to the States, one day my bishop called me and he said, "Millie, guess what? I have a surprise for you." I'm like, "Daddy, what surprise?" He said, "Guess what?" I'm like, "Okay, Daddy, I don't know." So he sent me that. Most of the time, they will send the song to my bishop and then they forward it to me. So when he forwarded the song to me, I listened to the song and then KODA was in. I'm like, "Daddy, what happened?" He said, "Yeah, I don't even know." He decided to like, you know, all decided some person to do Nibia. So and you be to say me free KODA. So oh, please, man of God, and I said, minister, can you please help me? But no, there was nothing like that. And then when it comes to the Grass to Grace, Kewa did everything. Prophet Kewa did everything. And then after he sent the song to me, I'm like, Daddy, please, can you just, I think I want somebody to feature me in this song. That's what I told him. And he said, okay, give me 30 minutes. I'll call you back. And then he called me back. He said, MOG says he wants to do it. We didn't call any manager, any secretary, anybody to say, oh, Pastor me feature MOG. And I said, no, there was nothing like that. So it's by the grace of God. And I remember getting to know my papa, Nyame Mireku. That's what I'm saying, is by the grace and the favor of God. I remember when I went to Ghana last 3 years, I said, no, I need to see this man. There is something that I need from this man. I need to see this man. So I went to Koforidia. I didn't even know his place. So I went to Koforidia and I was just asking, do you know where Nyame Mireku lives? They said, no. Like, so when I got to his house, he says, oh, please, young lady, who are you? I said, oh, my name is Millicent Yankey. I'm from US, blah, blah, blah. And he said, wow, for you to come here or for you to drive all the way Accra to Koforidia, that means God wants me to do something for you. So that's it. So he's now my father right now. Anytime I go to Ghana, I'll go and visit. Sometimes I'll go home and go and eat. So me call Ghana, he will be calling. Even not Ghana. When I came back from Ghana last year during the COVID time, he has been calling like every day to check up on me. Meba, we okay? Because I know you guys braids. You work like all the time. Are you okay? So like, you know, it takes the grace of God and that's the favor of God for a great man of God like Nyame Mireku to call you and say, oh, Meba, me check it up on you.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really, really amazing. I would say your, you know, like your favor is double because, you know, we've got people in the music, whatever, for many, many years, and they've not even gotten the opportunity to meet these amazing men of God like KODA, like MOG, and also our dear Papa, Elder Mireku. So I would say you are so blessed to have met all these people. Yeah, you know, I would say that, you know, watching, you know, the music ministry, or should I say industry now in Ghana, or I would say all like around the world, is getting too crowded, in quotes, with, you know, everybody trying to sing for their own reasons. Sometimes, some of them, you know, just for the fame. Some of them for the awards, which they will do anything to actually, you know, acquire it. Some of them, you know, for I don't know, you know, their own personal reasons. So we have a lot of gospel musicians now, you know, engrossed in a lot of stuff that I don't want to, you know, go into, you know, at the moment, you know, like for the sake of this interview, which I know, you know, like you can testify some of them. So for you, what has kept you grounded? What has made you still stay true to yourself, that you've, you know, we've not heard anything about Millicent Yankey, apart from you just singing, apart from you just winning your awards and, you know, giving back to society by reaching out to the needy and everything. What has kept you grounded? What has, you know, what has kept you grounded?
As you were saying earlier on, people just do it because of their award. People just do it because of the fame. People just do it because they want to be out there for everybody to know, oh, we have this musician, Millicent Yankey. I said in the beginning that I didn't even want to sing. But because of what I've been through, or because of what happened in Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
and God saving my life, God opening door for me, and all those miracles, that's when I decided to sing. So after God did all those things for me, I said to myself, I'm going to sing, or I'm going to use my music to win souls for Him till the rest of my life. So I'm not doing this because of the award. I'm not doing this because of fame. I'm not doing this because I have the voice to sing.
Mm-hmm.
But one, if you are led by God, I don't think you do it because of award, or you do it because of, people are just doing it.
Just doing it.
And
Mm-hmm.
then a lot of music are fading out right now because the beginning, there's no God in that thing. Almost starting almost and
Yeah.
so they are just singing because everybody is singing. When we listen to Hannah Mumford, Helena, like all those old times, we still sing their song. People
Yeah.
even go to Achia Mountain to sleep there for 40 days. People even go to Achia Mountain to pray. Even not going to Achia Mountain or whatever, people even fast, people pray before even releasing a song. But now, yeah, who's sad? Everybody is
Mm-hmm.
just releasing a song because they have the good voice, because they have the money to promote the song, because of the fame and because of the award. But I'm not doing that because of award and I said be a fame. No.
No, 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 no. I'm not, talking about your awards, but I'm just talking about, what has kept you, grounded. You know what I mean? Because we've not heard anything. It's just a beautiful Millicent. So, dinner, my show, it's my show. What,
Yeah,
like
I would
what
say
has.
is by the
Yes.
grace of God. That's what I would say.
Okay. Okay,
Is by
that's
the
fine.
grace of God. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I mean, I would say, until your awards, I was like, who is this, young, beautiful girl with this amazing voice? And I would say you've, done extremely well, like for yourself. And I'll say, just keep it up. And so, going, on, do you think, in our time, I would say people truly understand the essence or the importance of worship? You being a worship, minister, do you think in our generation, or I would say currently, people understand the importance of worship? Because it looks like now in our main churches, we just have about 10 minutes of worship and we are just in a rush to go. And even if we have this worship, the attitude of people, do you think we truly understand the importance of worship?
So the attitude of worship, like in search of the congregation or the worship leader,
And
or who?
both. I mean, especially when you lead, or did I say when you stand in front of a congregation, do you think people really understand the importance of worshiping God? Just looking at the attitude and everything, especially when you go there, fired up and everything, and you just, like people with their phones and, looking so distracted and everything. Do you think we truly or genuinely, understand the importance of worship? Even as music, um, should I say ministers, do you think we truly understand?
I would say for the ministers right
Mm-hmm.
now, most of us, our focus is on the outfit, and then
Yeah.
the makeup,
Mm-hmm.
the dresses and the shoes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't even get time enough to prepare before getting on stage to
Mm-hmm.
worship. The Bible said the true worshippers must worship me in truth and in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bible also says that the people are there worshiping, but their hearts are far from me. As you were saying, a lot of people just go there to just take videos, take pictures,
Mm-hmm.
but you can go to the presence of God. How dare you to even use your phone to take a video? So are you there to record, or are you there to video what the woman of God or the man of God is doing, or what what are you even thinking? So most of us, the
We've
worship
lost
that we
it.
do,
Mm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they've lost it. That's what I would say. They've lost it.
Mm.
Because some of us too, you know, because we don't get time. I'm talking about the ministers, because we don't get time
Okay.
to prepare. When we get on stage, we really struggle, but we just want to do something that people will be, you know, be falling under the anointing. People will be falling down. People will be healed. Like people receive their healing. That thing really takes a lot of work. You can't just get up on stage and you say, "Oh, I want to sing," and then people will receive their blessing, or I want to sing and then people will be healed. I want to sing, or and God will really work on somebody. Somebody is coming to church because she or he is going through problem at the house, and she's coming to church because she want to come to church, and she knew that when she gets in there, all her problems will be solved.
Good.
So you, as the minister or the worship leader or the woman of God or the man of God, we have to prepare, but you know, we don't even have time for all those things. And let me tell you, a lot of people also will come to the worship or will come to church because of this lady among who are sorry. So everybody coming to church is not because they want to come to church to worship God. People are just going to church with different motive, different ideas. Like Opi or Ba, sorry, because she just got a new dress, so she want to come in there and show it to people. Some even is coming to church because, oh, there's this guy and into no bus, or there's this lady or bus, sorry. Oh yeah. So yeah, generation, we really don't understand the meaning of worship. We don't even understand how to worship God. We don't even know how to worship God. We are just doing it anyhow. We are just lifting up our hands because somebody's lifting up his hand. Some will even cry, some will even shed tears, because after you raise up another picking jom no no aka kind in sembi. So almost almost to top from no and you nyina so na omo to top from because they are a omo to form because of the presence of God. And I say be anyakopon, and I say be a bibi nti no omo to form omo aka omo sembi nti no musu. So we don't even know. That's what I would say. We don't even know what is really going on right now. But most of us go to church. It's not because we are going to church to worship God. How can you go to church and somebody is leading praise and worship? People are crying, and then you are there standing there. If you tell him or her, "Oh, let us lift up our hands and begin to worship God," he doesn't even care. Is it by
Yeah.
force for me to lift up my hands to worship God? No.
Yeah. I understand what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit challenging. You know, we've got a lot of gospel musicians, you know, in diaspora, that when we meet is the same story. The challenges that we face here. You know, we have a lot of people with amazing voices. They've got talents and everything, but the support base is not there. The churches are not willing. I don't know, for some reason we it's like we have to be how do I even put it? We struggle a lot, you know, like especially, you know, as gospel musicians. The support is not there, either from the church and even from outside. It's so, you know, challenging. Have you faced any of such challenges? Because we see you going to Ghana almost every year, and we see you doing well, I would say, from Ghana, you know, more than, you know, I would say in America. Why do you spend money yearly buying tickets all the way from America to Ghana? Because, you know, like a lot of people would have thought that, why is why is she in America, you know, but always, you know, doing well from Ghana? You know what I mean? Even though you are based in America, most of your, I would say, you know, like most of your songs are promoted from Ghana. Why? I mean, why is it? I mean, That, and two, have you faced any challenges? You being a gospel musician in diaspora, have you faced any, like any of such challenges? And if so, what have you done to like overcome such challenges?
Okay, people will be asking, why do you go to Ghana? We have a lot of opportunities in Ghana. When it comes to money-wise, there's a lot here, especially when you change the dollar to cedis, it's a lot of money. But when you come to promotion-wise, there's a lot of TV stations, radio stations, and a lot of platforms in Ghana than here. Here we have, though, but most of them too are online and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way someone will go to work and say, okay, let me just go on Facebook and watch Millicent Yankey interviews and Millicent Yankey songs.
Mm-hmm.
But Ghana, dear, even si Jom Krampa, unya be way na no yeah bonjum. And then there's a lot of when I came here, I decided to do this live worship like every 2 weeks. But anytime I'll call my people, I'm working today, I have to go to work, I'll close late, and blah blah blah. Even for you to get a cameraman to take the video, the money that you're going to charge, this is not something that you want to do for just a day. This is something that you want to do like every week, or something that you want to do forever. But like, if you don't have the money, that means you can do. But when you go to Ghana, there's a lot of studio over there. There are people, backup singers, people that they are willing to do it, people that they are willing to help, people that they are willing to support your ministry. I'm not saying they don't want to do it here, but because of business and because of time and because of work, we don't have time here. So when you go to Ghana, you get a lot of access to like the TV stations, the radio station, and even people to even promote your song, like the bloggers. And bet me, I've not even seen any gospel blogger in America here. No, like a Ghanaian. No.
Wow.
All of them are in Ghana and then maybe like in UK. So we have to send our song to them in Ghana. We have to send our pictures and everything to them in Ghana for them to do it. So that's the reason why sometimes we go to Ghana. It's not because we don't have the help here. And then, people here too, it's not easy. Some of them too, they don't want to help. They have the access to do it, but they don't want to do it. Going to Ghana, even if somebody here say like, Wufi, US Aba, they'll even call you. Oh, woman of God, can you come to my church and come and minister for me? Oh, woman of God, can you come? Can you do this? But it's not all the pastors that they will do here. Because for them to invite you to New Jersey, Virginia, you got to get a ticket, a hotel, and all those things. So things are difficult here than Ghana. That's what I would say. It's not because we love going to Ghana to go and do stuff, but things are a little bit easier in Ghana than here.
I mean, I can identify with what you're saying, especially being a musician myself. We all go through the same, problems. So I'm so glad that you've raised this, issue up. We've seen your beautiful videos, your beautiful clothes, makeup, and everything. And somebody might think, oh, Millicent is dusted, Millicent is minted. You know what I mean? So I would say, who is your backbone? Who is the one actually supporting, your drive and also all these amazing things they are doing? Who is your backbone?
I'll say for now, I'm doing everything by myself, and my bishop too has been helping, and Hypes Media say Isaac too has been helping a little bit. Yeah. So.
Wow. That's amazing. Very impressive. You're doing all this by yourself. Oh, my hat's off to you, and we say a very big thank you to your bishop and also to Sir Isaac. That's so amazing. I mean, for you to be working, several hours to be doing what you're doing, woman of God, God richly bless you, because your videos are impeccable, top notch. You know what I mean? High class and everything. So well done. And I'll say you deserve every award. You deserve every award. So, if you could turn back the clock, I know you said you wanted to be a police, to be in the army and whatever. Apart from that, if you could turn the time back, what would you want to be? Apart from like being
a gospel artist.
Impressive. Impressive.
A minister of God.
A minister of God.
He says, in his presence there is fullness of joy. And getting to know him, man, things has been smooth. So I'm not even regretting, like, oh, I should have gone to the army. No. My sister said something. My sister asked me something like, so if you are to change your name, what name? Then I said to her, okay, so my name is Millicent Yankey now. So I'll just do it Yankee Millicent. So I'll just...
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I really love what I'm doing right now.
That's
I
amazing.
really love it. I really, really love serving God. I really love giving out to the poor, giving out. I really love what I'm doing right now. So.
Wow. I've seen a lot of your videos. You giving, back to society. You actually feeding the poor. Giving out clothes. You're doing a lot of charitable stuff. Somebody would have said, "Oh, I mean, I'm fine. I'm comfortable. Why should I think about all these people?" What prompts you to look after all these people? You know what I mean? What makes you do that? Because if you are all these people yourself, what makes you have that kind of compassion to look after all these people? Yeah, the poor, the orphans, and
that's what people don't understand. I don't have much. I don't have much. I don't have anything. But what I said to God, I made a promise to God that, God, if you have really opened this door for me, that was when I was in Ghana. And then I remember one time I told you I begged for money one time. I started begging like around 7. And then by God's grace, somebody blessed me around 3 a.m. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. How many hours? Like 8 hours.
Wow.
So I asked myself, man, just only 1 day per cramp with the how much people that they do that every day? How much people, those that they do it every day to take care of their kids, to pay their kids' school fees, to feed their kids. I can imagine what they are going through. So what I said to myself is, if you bless me with little, not much, if you bless me, I'm going to give it out to the poor. I'm going to give it out to the needy. So I'm just doing this. Sometimes you can ask my boss, Sir Isaac, sometimes when I go to Ghana, I'll be going to Ghana with my phones, my laptop, my iPad, and all those things. But it gets to a point I have to sell all those things to go and do ministry. Not to promote my song. I remember last 2 months when we were going to a Swatchere to give out the clothes. I shipped the clothes from here. Everything, we got the clothes and everything, remaining the food, the rice, the books, the pens, and then even money to give out. And I realized that Charlie Bog I lose. So what I did was to go to Carnation and a circle. He said, Millie, where you are, you don't even have to go out to certain places like circle to sell stuff. People would and then so sorry.
I'm Millicent. Yeah, that's okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
He said, you know, somebody will see you at a Kaneshi or Circle and they will take a picture of you and you'll be all over on social media. Oh, gospel artist, blah, 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 trying to sell. I'm like, Sir Isaac, at this point of time, I don't even care about what people will say. I don't even care about what people are going to say about me. It's about the work that we are going to do in 2 days' time. So if I don't have money and I have to sell my phone, I have to sell my laptop, I have to sell my Apple Watch, I don't even care about what people are going to say. You say, you know, there are some certain places you don't have to, as a boss, we have to do this. So both of us were in circle, looking for somebody to buy my Apple Watch, looking for somebody to buy my laptop. It's not because I'm selling my stuff, but because I've made a promise to God that I want to do this anytime Ghana. And then we have the clothes, we have the food, but we need money to buy all those exercise books and all those things. So I have to sell all my stuff to go and do it. And then when I got there, people were so excited. The kids were so excited, getting the school books, school bags, and pencils. And even we gave out like a hamper to all those widows and money. So, like, you know, it's not because I have enough. And people don't understand that this is what Millicent is doing. And people don't get it. I knew that all this thing that I'm doing, because for me to get all those big men of God to support me, or like doing collaboration and all those things, I mean, Breno, it's not because because I paid them 10,000 Ghana cedi for them to do it. Anytime I just open my mouth to say,
it just happens.
God, Nyame go ahead of me already, because so what I'll encourage everybody to do, as a woman of God, as a minister, as a gospel artist, you don't have to wait till you build that your house, or you buy that your luxury car before you help. People are really suffering out there. I don't have enough. It's the same as Jumana me Ohano, and I'm promoting my song, me video, and I'm yes man. So
wow, God richly bless you. I mean, what you said, you know, has really touched my heart. That it's not as if maybe I've got enough, but, you know, I'm just doing what God has asked me to do. You know, what kind of advice will you give to an up and coming young girl or young boy who wants to, you know, go into the gospel industry or ministry? What kind of advice? Because now we've got, you know, all kinds of things going on. But what kind of advice would you give to any person out there wanting to, you know, pick up a microphone and sing? What kind of advice would you want to give to them?
I would say stay focused, pray, and seek the face of God, and whatever you want to do, ask God first before you do it. And then good times will come, bad times will come, but do not give up. Because there are times that I want to give up. There are times that I feel like ending up my life. It got to a point I was even deciding, or I was even thinking about how to go to CVS or Rite Aid to go and get medicine and kill myself or end up my life. There are times that you'll be facing problems. There are times that you'll be sharing tears. That doesn't mean, say, Nyame Ni Ho. At that time, the crown pono, he's still with you. So don't give up. Just work hard. Don't sit down and say obi a me wo enjum wo ho me pe obi aba na beboa me. Nyame besuma nipa no ba won so kente hu. Do something so that somebody will see you out there and say, oh, Millicent is really working hard. Let me support her. Millicent is really doing this. Akosia is really doing this. Mike is really doing this. So let me help. Just do something. Take the first step and somebody will help you. Don't sleep.
Wow.
So all that I would say is keep focused and keep praying. Do not give up.
Give up. You know, you've won so many awards. You know, it's mind blowing. You know, you've won the international, you know, collaboration of the year. That's so impressive. You know, you've won the US Based Music, I would say Music Video of the Year, US Based Female Artist of the Year, Most Popular US Based Artist of the Year, and also, you know, Gospel Song of the Year, and also US Based Gospel Artist of the Year. I mean, it's so impressive. tell us, how each award actually matters to you. I mean, what you feel or go through when, you get each award. What is the experience like? Because obviously each award, means, something different to you, or it brings different memories to you. So, I mean, talk us through.
So last year I won the US Based Gospel Artiste of the Year for Hwan Koraa.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited when they called my name, Millicent Yankey. The winner is Millicent Yankey. I was so excited, and at the same time, I was shocked. It's not because I don't deserve it,
Mm-hmm.
but I was so excited. And then I was grateful for what God has done because, as I said earlier on, when I think about my life and being a gospel artist of the year in USA, God has been good.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Very good.
So
I
I give
mean,
God all the praise.
mm-hmm.
And also winning
That's
a Gospel Choice Music Award, I won the Gospel Song of the Year, Hwan Koraa. And that's not a Ghanaian award thing, it's an American.
okay.
And Hwan Koraa is a Tree song, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know if they really understand. Already, what my fancy means, but so I don't know.
I think when your time is up,
That's what
there's
I
nothing
was,
that the
yeah,
enemy
when your time
can
is
do.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
And there's nothing that the
If
enemy can
God
do.
says yes, nobody can say no. There's
Say
nobody
no.
who can stop. Yeah. And then I think I won the Female Vocalist of the Year, Koforidua Eastern Region, an award like, yeah, Female Vocalist of the Year. So
Oh,
last year
wow.
was great. At the same time, people were dying.
Yeah.
People were going through a lot. That was when, all this grass to grace thing too came up. People were going through a lot. I was going to the same grocery shop, like the same bebia Nkofueko. I'm a braider. I braid hair. I work with customers every day. People are
Ooh.
dying because of COVID. And I'm here, nothing.
Wow. It's just by the mercies of God.
So
Do you know
it's
what?
by the mercies of
Yes.
God.
You know, we've seen, from, grace, no, from grass to grace, sorry.
Grass to grace.
Yes, yeah, from grass to grace. And we've seen, the video just about to, hit, our media, I think in few days time. Could you please talk us through, the whole song, because it's such a beautiful piece out there. So, I mean, talk us through. I mean, from
So from grass to
grass
grace.
to grace. Yeah, before we play
The
that
song
song,
says,
I want to get.
Samekai na me share baby ana me free.
Mhm.
Wa Jimmy sisa my brabo nyina. You pick me from the floor and place me on the top. So that's my testimony. I would say that's grass to grace. Where God
Mhm.
picked me from and where
Mhm.
He has placed me right now is by the grace of Him. And winning this award and all those things, God opening great and mighty doors for me is
Mhm.
by the grace of Him. I couldn't do this by myself, but God used my bishop, God used Sir Isaac, God used Roman Father. God used a lot of people to help me, and then Minister Daniel. So I would say it's by the grace of God, and God has been good. God has been good to me. Until I was even asking myself, say me kumi hua and kasisi ame wanyifa. Where would I be?
Mm. Ah,
So
to viewers out there, I mean, that's amazing. To viewers there, out there who have not actually listened, actually gotten the opportunity to listen to this beautiful song that is about to hit, our airwaves. It's called From Grass to Grace. I'll just play it, and we all just have a snippet, and then you can judge for yourself before the actual video actually hits, our mainstream lines. So,
For all that you have done.
Hello, viewers. That's so impressive. So impressive. So, I mean, I'm so blown away from grass to grace. Millicent, what words of encouragement do you have for us before you finally sign off? What do you want to tell our viewers? Because we've got people going through challenges. We have a lot of people going through mental, health problems because of the COVID. We've got, children losing, their parents due to COVID. We've got, marriages being, actually torn apart. We've got, all kinds of things going on. People are sick and everything. What do you want to say to viewers? What do you want to say to our viewers that can give them a little bit of restoration?
I just want to encourage somebody out there. Do not give up. Do not kill yourself. Don't give up. If God has done it for me, He will do it for you. Most of the time, I tell people my story and also the story of Joseph. His own brothers. His own brothers were fighting against him to the stand, and then Potiphar's wife, and then he was now in a prison, blah, 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 and all those things. But he waked up one day and he was a prime minister. Do not give up. Wow. Do not give up in life. Just focus on God and then pray more. Wow. Pray more and seek the face of God.
Hallelujah.
He says the steps of a good man is ordered by the Lord, and He delights in His way. So do not give up. Do not give up at all, because God has a plan for you. He says, I have a plan for you, a plan not to harm you, but a plan to prosper. You don't know what God has for you. I know it's hard for you to lose your mom. It's hard for you to lose your dad. It's hard for you to lose your sister. Do not give up. This is the time that the enemy is really working. The enemy is really working. Do not give up.
Wow.
The enemy is working against your marriage, working against your finances, working against your own children, turning back against you, insulting you, saying a whole lot of things to you. Do not give up. All that you have to do is to pray. Wow. Pray and seek the face of God. While the enemy is using your husband, the enemy is really using your wife. You don't need to fight. You don't need to nag. You don't need to complain. You don't need to soak your pillow with tears. Just go to God and talk to Him. Most of times, we talk to God when things are okay. We praise God when things are going on smooth. We thank God when everything are perfect. When was the last time that you went down your knees and cried out to God and said, Lord, even though I'm going through problems in my marriage, but Lord, still I thank you.
Mm.
Even though things are hard in my life, but God, I thank you. Why did David say, I'll bless the Lord at all time, and his praise shall continue to be in my mouth? He didn't say, I'll bless the Lord when everything is okay. He says, I'll bless the Lord at all time.
All times, yeah.
All time. When everything is perfect, I will thank him. When things are going bad, I will thank him. What are you doing? After complaining, after nagging, after gossiping, after talking to people, after crying, has that problem solved? No.
No.
He's there waiting for you to come to him and say, Papa, you know what I'm going through.
Mm.
You know what I've been through.
Mm.
Save my life.
Hallelujah.
Work this for me. 10 things around for me.
Wow.
All that I want to say this afternoon or this evening, that do not give up. Just go to your father. Go to him and cry out to him, and he will answer you. Thank you.
That's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. You know, Millie, we've heard your voice through the microphones. But before you leave, we just want you to give us an a cappella, you know, of any worship song, or maybe it could be your song or anything, you know. So, you know, we have viewers all over on Facebook, on YouTube, you know, wanting to hear your amazing voice. So if you want us to bless us with any of your songs, let me take it.
I'm coming you. Mini ya rama. Nensu enam ajikwa Yesu ni wusori enunti. Amami meneu ama ene Yesu so yasebi. Esese ye dana sida. Na misimi wanyami bia oyo di mafu nyami. Ao mi nyami. Orinja mechita akwanyi namo misu mi freno aminyami otie mase mi wanyami bia oyodi mafonyame aminyami Inamo misu mi freno Aminyami otemase Erade wo mafanti minsuro Inti Hwan Koraa nebeti minimi edi esiye Erade wo mafanti Media minsuro Hwan Koraa nebeti minimi edi esiye Na misi hwan wana
Hey, hey,
hey
hey,
Hwan Koraa nebeti minimi edi esiye.
hey. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Millicent Yankey. Viewers all over the world, this is Millicent Yankey, you know, sharing her success stories so far. You know, I'm so, you know, privileged, you know, the Inside View team, we are so honored to have this amazing woman to share, or to say, to grace our platform tonight. If you're watching us, you know, like from, you know, I would say from America, it's 8:25 here, so I guess it's around 3:30 ish, almost there. So I would say we are so privileged to have you on our platforms in the UK, and we love you so much, you know. And also to our viewers, we've listened to Millicent's story. You know, she's, I would say, she's worn her scars so gracefully. And she's, I would say, shared her story tonight with no reservations, and also with no fear, and also with no, you know, resentment at all. And that's how it should be. You know, stories when told by yourself, carries a lot of weight. So tonight, I'm so honored, once again, to have this amazing woman. For the purposes of those maybe who just joined us, Millicent is a US Based Gospel Artist of the Year. She's also the US Based Gospel Song. She won, the US Based Gospel Song of the Year. She also won, the most popular US Based Artist of the Year. She's also the US Based Female Vocalist of the Year. She is also the US Based Music Video of the Year, US Based Female Artist of the Year. And I learned she's also won the Best International Collaboration of the Year. Well done, sister. Well done, Millicent.
Okay, so
on that note,
I think the one that you're just saying, I just got. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so I just got nominated for all these categories to I think last month ago. For the US Based Gospel Artist of the Year, US Based Song of the Year, and then the video, and all those you've just said. I just got nominated for 8th here.
Okay.
So I want to urge everybody to go and vote for me again.
Oh,
last year, Ghana Music Award USA, I won the US Based Gospel Artist of the Year. So please, I want everybody to go on Facebook to vote for me. For all these 7 categories that you just mentioned, just go and vote for me. Yeah.
Okay, so if anybody wants to download, your songs, which platforms can they reach you on? If anybody wants to download any of your songs, Hwan Koraa, Grass to Grace, all your songs. Like if you can tell viewers,
it's all the digital platform. You can get on iTunes, you can get on Spotify, you can get on Amazon, you can get it. Even YouTube, you can get it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I know a lot of people go on YouTube to get it though, so you can still get it on YouTube.
That's amazing. Can we support our sister? By picking up our phones and just going on Facebook, just like she rightly said, and support her. Okay. So thank you, Millicent. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you, viewers, also for your time, and also for tuning in to support our very own Millicent Yankey. So on that note, I'll say a very good night to those of us in the UK, and also to the American friends. We want to say, just continue to enjoy your day. So thank you so much, Millicent, and it's a pleasure, having you on the Inside View. And I would say, before we end this episode, I would want to say a very big thank you to Sir Isaac, and also want to say a very big thank you to Gospel Empire. We also want to say a big thank you to your bishop, and also to your grandmother, and also to all the men of God out there who've actually supported your ministry. We say a very big thank you to you all. So on that note, thank you. And once again, see you another time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.